Al Gore has finally weighed in on the TELUS debacle now. Well, not specifically Al Gore, but the Al Gore green machine north of the 49th parallel. Now, we all know the backstory here. TELUS endorsed the federal Liberals and their job-killing tax on carbon last week with an ultra-partisan tweet. And the backlash was like one of those rising tides the environmentalists keep telling me are going to wipe out all those coastal cities. People from all across the country hit back against the telecom giant, vowing to cancel their contracts. Now, you can find out more about that and sign our petition at canceltelus.com. But in the wake of that groundswell of public anger, a counter petition has arose. It's a petition from someone who works at TELUS named Hamoon Ekhtiari and organized by the far-left activist group Lead Now. And they want to tell us, evil folks at the Rebel, and you alt-right trolls, to stop standing up for ourselves and to take this carbon tax and all the job losses it's going to bring laying down. Now, after nearly a week of rounding up e-signatures, I think they finally broke 1,000 signatures this morning. Now, you and I could probably get more signatures than that walking around the mall on a Saturday with a couple of clipboards. Anyways, I notice now that something called the Climate Reality Project Canada is pushing this counter petition on behalf of TELUS out on Twitter. Now, don't worry, last time I checked, no one had even bothered to retweet it. Now, most people won't know who Climate Reality is, but we at the Rebel, we're in the business of knowing, and it's founded by Al Gore. From their website, this is how they describe themselves. The Climate Reality Project Canada, or Climate Reality Canada, is a charity organization that serves as the Canadian component of a global movement of more than 11,000 diverse and dedicated volunteers from at least 120 countries around the world. These volunteers have been personally trained by former U.S. Vice President and Nobel laureate Al Gore to educate the public about the science and impacts of climate change, as well as solutions to address the climate crisis. Volunteer climate leaders trained by Al Gore have already delivered presentations to over 10 million people worldwide. Now this is the best part. The climate leaders originally gave adapted versions of a slideshow based on the documentary An Inconvenient Truth. Now, I laugh when they call that movie a documentary because it's not really a documentary, it's more of a religious fairy tale. For context, in The Inconvenient Truth, Al Gore said that there would be fewer polar bears and an Arctic ice decline. Now, both of those things are decreasing. There are more polar bears than before and more polar ice. But there's also more to this story than just some Al Gore front group trying to take a bite out of the rebel apple and the thousands of everyday Canadians who signed our petition and took a pledge to make the switch from TELUS to a less partisan, less social justice-y cell and internet provider at the ends of their contracts. There are a few deeper layers to this stinky little onion, and I'll talk about just one today. This woman here is Jill Yetman. She works in public relations for TELUS. She's likely into this smart prosperity baloney up to her elbows. And I think that's a pretty fair assumption to make, given that she is a climate leader trained by Al Gore, whatever that is. And she works with Al Gore's Climate Reality Project. See, this is just like I've been saying all along. TELUS has been infected with a serious case of the climate Barbies at the corporate level. So when Climate Reality is pushing out this petition by a TELUS employee at that, they're basically acting as the green public relations arm of TELUS, given that the TELUS PR people are so closely linked with Al Gore's racket here. I mean, they're literally one and the same. They are the same people. So while TELUS has the apology bot fired up on their social media sites, tweeting, Facebooking, and emailing you an insincere apology, their PR people are attacking you for standing up for yourself. And they're using the deep pockets of Al Gore's Climate Reality and their ties to that fake charity racket to do it. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunreid. Tell these social justice climate Barbies you're not about to be bullied by Al Gore. Go to canceltelus.com and sign our petition.